Hi guys, what's up? It's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. I'm about to go to Trader Joe's and I love watching Trader Joe's hauls, so I thought we would do that, but I also am gonna share with you the recipes that I plan on cooking as well as the food once I'm cooking it throughout the week, because I get a lot of questions about how to not waste food when it comes to buying groceries. If you want to buy herbs for a certain recipe, but then it gets wasted throughout the week, I try and have recipes that use similar ingredients, but in different ways so that they taste completely different. So hopefully this can help you guys out. I am very passionate about the grocery store and I love cooking. So I'm gonna head out. I might also stop by Whole Foods just for a couple really specific things, but I will be right back and then we'll talk about it. I just got back from Trader Joe's and I realized I didn't show you my grocery list in the beginning. So the way I do this is basically think about what I want to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout the week. And it really changes just whatever I feel like. So this is what I was thinking for this week. And then I write out everything I would need for those recipes, intentionally knowing that many of those recipes have repeated ingredients. So for breakfast, I want to make overnight oats, avocado toast, bagels, maybe a breakfast burrito. Super easy. Breakfast is kind of where I don't get that creative. For lunches, I have been craving fresh rolls with peanut dipping sauce and tofu. I love making those. They're really easy for lunch. And I also wanted to make pasta salad, which feeds me for quite a few days, probably like 4 if I make a really big amount of pasta salad. So that's pretty much it for lunch. I also tend to go out for lunch more than the other meals of the day, so I don't have a ton of stuff stuck for lunch. For dinner, I wanted to buy the ingredients to make Sweet Green's Shrumami Bowl. It's one of my favorites, but it also uses basil, which will be in the pasta salad, and tofu, which will be in the rice noodle wraps. So it made a lot of sense to also make that this week. And I also bought, veggies to make fried rice or stir fries with. I pretty much have some variation of a stir fry or fried rice every week. And then I got cherry tomatoes to make like spaghetti, some sort of spaghetti sauce, also with the mushrooms that will be in the Sweet Green bowl. Basically just a veggie pasta, some sort of summery pasta. I always enjoy that. After, brainstorming what sounds good, I write everything out and then add in anything I want to eat for snacks and anything that I'm out of in the cabinet. I got gluten-free bagels and bread for breakfast. Here is everything for the pasta salad. I got their vegan feta, which is super good. And then this is everything for the sweet green salad. You need wild rice, veggie broth, mushrooms, kale, and this salad dressing tastes just like theirs and saves a bunch of time on prep. I also picked up a beet because there's raw beet in the sweet green version and I really love it. And then for the spring rolls, I needed a lime. I like the baked tofu for it, but you also can do regular tofu. And I got tempeh to use as a protein this week as well. And then this is pretty much the rest of what I got at Trader Joe's. Kombucha, grapes, more veggies that can be used in everything, and oat milk. Now on to what I made this week. I didn't hit everything from my list, but these are definitely some of my most made recipes. This breakfast bowl is one of my favorites. I like to make a cup of short grain brown rice at the beginning of the week that I can use throughout the week in different recipes, and then I added some black beans, scrambled eggs, cilantro, and roasted salsa. This is so good, so filling. I love the textures and flavors together. Then for my breakfast burrito, I'm repurposing the rice and beans, but making some tofu scramble. I like to start out with some onion, add some red bell pepper, get that nice and caramelized, and then crumble a half block of tofu and season it heavily. Turmeric, cumin, black pepper, garlic powder. Just follow your heart and really get it nice and colorful. That's how you know when there's a good amount of turmeric in there, because you want it to be flavorful. Cook it on low to medium heat until most of the moisture is gone. Add in some cilantro and then we can get started on making the burrito. I'm using a coconut flour tortilla with some melted BioLife cheddar shreds. Obviously have to have avocado, rice and beans, our tofu scramble, fold it up, dip it in some salsa, and I would totally pay for this at a restaurant. Because I had more rice, beans, and tofu left over, I made a burrito bowl later in the week with tofu kind of inspired by Takaya's adobo tofu. I started out the same way as our tofu scramble, but seasoned it more with cumin, chipotle, and chili along with garlic. Cooked this till there was a bit of a crisp on it. Then for building the bowl, I actually took the brown rice and added cilantro and lime to it just to make it a little bit more exciting. Then I topped it with romaine, our tofu, avocado, some pickled jalapeno peppers, and cilantro, and this was incredible. On to the next recipe. I did end up making fresh rolls. I started out with some vermicelli noodles. You just want to soak these in boiling water until they're soft, rinse them, and then put a little bit of sesame oil on them just so they don't stick together. Then I chopped up my carrots and my Trader Joe's teriyaki baked tofu. You could also use your own tofu if you have more time, but this one's pretty good. I also made Minimalist Baker's 5-ingredient peanut dipping sauce, which is just perfect with these. And here is just showing how I assembled them. 2 pieces of tofu. You optionally could do 4 per roll if you wanted them to be thicker. Then some of the noodles, carrots, cilantro, and rolled it up. You could also add cucumber, cabbage, truly whatever you have in your fridge. This is just what I had. Super customizable, and I love that I can make them in advance to eat for lunch. It's the best. Speaking of lunch, this is my go-to pasta salad recipe, which I have shared before, but if you're going on any picnics, beach trips, or you just want a quick summer recipe you can keep in the fridge, this is it. While your pasta of choice is boiling, just chop up some cherry tomatoes, green olives, and feta. I love the vegan feta in brine from Trader Joe's. It's super realistic, creamy, salty. It really makes this recipe. You're also gonna need a handful of basil and half a can of drained chickpeas, and then we're just gonna throw everything together. And then I season it with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and some Brightland olive oil and vinegar. Using high quality olive oil and vinegar makes a big difference here because it's not cooked. I highly recommend Brightland. This is such a tasty salad. Like I said, I eat it multiple times during the week. For the last recipe, if you needed another way to cook with cherry tomatoes and basil, this is such a simple, easy weeknight meal. I just half a bunch of cherry tomatoes. This was the rest in the container. Cook them on low to medium heat with some olive oil while I am boiling some gluten-free spaghetti. And then once the spaghetti is done, the tomatoes are usually also done. They get nice and soft and really sweet. And then I'm gonna top that with some more Brightland olive oil as well as chopped basil. And this is just delicious, simple as could be, but you can't go wrong with it. Now to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Squarespace. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace has everything you need to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. I know that creating a website can sound really intimidating, but Squarespace has taken the process and completely streamlined it so anyone can do it. I have been using Squarespace to run my website for years now, and I love how easy it is to make changes to it whenever I need to. They have thousands of beautiful customizable templates to choose from that you can fit to your personal style and needs. You can also get custom domains through Squarespace, so if you or your business goes by a specific name, you can get that as your domain. So I have lindseyrem.com. It was super easy to do, and I did it all through Squarespace. They also have amazing blogging and commenting features. If that's something that you're interested in, your blog posts can have fully integrated comments, replies, and likes, which is so great for garnering community. And I love that you can draft, categorize, and schedule blog posts to go live. That way you are always up to date on your content. And Squarespace gives you access to powerful analytics tools so you can gain insights to your site visitors, page views, traffic sources, and more. If you're interested in creating a website with Squarespace, I highly recommend it, and you can get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Just use the code lindseyrem or go to squarespace.com/lindseyrem. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you with some new content very soon.